Hello everybody and welcome to the Netherblock, the show where we build a 64x64x64 block of netherrack in Minecraft.
What am I doing?
He's
Hello.
Joe.
Oops.
I'm Tony.
Oh!
I'm Al.
I'm Komet.
And I have
Together we made
lots of nether left over from last week. Oh, by the way, our featured patron this week is Jen Goutreau. Thank you, Jen, for being an awesome patron.
How's Jen doing?
I talked to her a little bit a while ago. She seemed to be doing well. I think she's still doing the acting thing, and that's why she hasn't been on like Twitter and stuff. She messaged me the last time to talk about my 5 facts about Jeepers Creepers and how she got to work with Victor Salva and how he was just basically this fat, creepy piece of garbage.
I was gonna say got to or did work with?
Had to. Got paid to.
Ah. Into the nether! Da 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 da!
What in the world is going on here?
Oh, weird.
3 minutes before the rubber banding.
Oh, I already got rubber banding. The lighting is messed up on the block again.
This is what happens whenever you're in like a 1.7 chunk in 1.14. We've been playing on the server for a while.
Why would the older chunks be harder to load? There's less stuff for them.
Yeah, but there's like more of the old school like stuff in there. Or
What?
they just broke lighting.
You should be able to have old, yes. You should be able to have old blocks still exist.
Yeah, the new stuff shouldn't break
breaking
the
your
old
game.
stuff. You're like, well, we have
Yes.
fish, but now zombies don't work anymore.
Everywhere is dead. Are people in the nether?
I'm in the block laying down nether that I had from last week.
I'm making lots of pickaxes because I'm just gonna
Hoping I don't
farm
get
this
killed
shit.
Why are
by
there plants here?
something in this dark area on the block.
Is there a dark area of the nether block? I didn't realize that, Albert.
Yeah, there is.
Sounds so
Oh
sad.
boy.
I was gonna say something and now it's gone.
Yeah, we all had stuff to talk about, then we forget it when the...
I didn't have anything to talk about.
I mean, Fallout 3, but we just covered that already.
Well, you've told that story like 20 times, Joe.
Al's never remembered it, but he's told it now.
I just got him to tell it again.
Wait, what
It's
was
like
the
me,
story?
We may need to
I'm kidding.
restart Factorio.
Why?
Because you're bad.
Because the new thing is, like, it's what everyone's using, and I don't know if anyone's really... A, I don't know if anyone's really looking at it, and B, there's a lot of good stuff, good UI stuff, and what is a very, very stable beta.
It says
That claims to be
unstable in the
unstable
title.
because It's the beta!
It says unstable beta.
I have yet to meet anyone who is not using the new beta. So, that's all.
Are a lot of your friends IRL like playing Factorio?
All
Ooh,
of them.
that was close.
Yes.
I did see, I just was on the
Oh, I
Reddit
remember.
for Factorio, and they said that it's the second highest rated game on Steam, right behind Portal 2 or Portal 1?
Factorio
Very,
is?
very dedicated.
Factorio, yes.
It's a great little game. Yes, it's such a good game.
Which is
That's
weird, because
crazy
I
that
don't
Why
it's
that
not
surprises
know
highly rated,
anybody
me,
who
but-
plays it.
You know,
Yeah, but
Griffin.
people that play it.
Okay, that's
rate
fair.
It, rate games also.
That's fair, I know Griffin.
Griffin and Carbo, I think. Carbo?
They,
You knew me.
like, those people got me into it. I don't know anybody who wouldn't already have had an
You don't
interest.
know anyone else. Who's gonna play it? Brantley?
Yeah.
Like what?
What's wrong with Brantley?
So
What do you have against my best friend, Joe?
That's the only person I can think of that you would know outside of
Oh shit!
outside of our world
Oh,
that
shit.
would play it.
Did that rubber band you
Like
guys?
AJ? Does AJ not play it? So
AJ does not, no. Nobody at my church plays it.
What's up?
Oh, no! Oh, that was close.
Stop!
Oh, that was a creeper right next to the pit.
Fuck.
Or not the pit,
Thank
the
you.
portal.
God,
Yeah,
that
hey,
was
you
a
can see that
struggle. Did you
ice
see
now
me
under there.
struggle?
Sort of. I came in towards the tail end when this was out to like here, covered in lava.
Oh my god.
So you guys weren't experiencing rubber banding right then?
No.
No.
I
I
went to
ran into some
bed
lava
for
bubbles.
like half a second, and all of a sudden everybody was like, "Whoa!" And I thought that like me sleeping and everybody else being in the nether had tripped
That was
something.
me panicking.
Nope.
Oh god damn it,
Really
we didn't
panic.
get it. Okay.
Why is
Oh,
this
this
block
fancy
messed
See
all
up?
you
gold
looking
armor.
over.
Or, I mean, all diamond.
I don't have any helmet
That
though.
was great framing for that. Like, I also was gonna say, so I'm still maybe gonna be able to do the bubble bowl thing.
Bubble bowl.
I don't know. It's difficult.
Joe is trying
After Effects
to.
is
The
hard.
difference, Matt. They'll know if they watched another block. We talked
yeah,
about it for
okay.
a decent chunk last week. The difference, Matt, was not the awesome thing I hoped it would be.
I
really
mess
don't
with it
understand who
too.
uses
It's
the
nice, but
difference
it does have limitations.
It was so grainy and patchy, like the stuff it matted out. I realize there's a lot you can tinker with.
It's a
but I
little
think
bit
you also
better in
have to have,
After
like-
Effects, and you probably want to make a like
That's
mat
what you were
out
using.
most of the rest of the picture
Yeah,
by
it
hand
was.
also.
Yes, which was like... After Effects also has a rotoscope auto brush, which is what I'm now looking at, which seems like it might be good. 'Cause- well, first of all, getting into After Effects, I was just like, alright! And like half an hour later, I still was just sitting there like, where do I put video? Like, it was one of those, like, just completely foreign...
It is
Just
very
like-
much not intuitive. Like,
Yeah.
the
mean,
Adobe
it's-
product.
It's
all the
not
other
intuitive
Adobe
compared
stuff.
like it's not Adobe Premiere. Once you know it, it's
Yes.
like, oh, okay, well I know what I'm doing. But it turns out when you
Yeah,
don't know
that's the same thing when I
things,
first did Premiere.
The effects
was just like, all right.
search is like awesome too, but you kind of not need to know what effect you're searching for.
I would love for you, obviously not right this second, Joe, but in one of our meetings, if you could walk through me with that rotoscoping brush, that'd be cool.
Well, I'm watching video after video on it
Okay.
now and sort of trying to get a feel for
Well,
it.
that's what I thought. I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to be able to teach everybody everything. And then I got to it and I was like, I have no idea how I got to this point.
That's the real test of the real test. The real
Rural
test of
juror?
if you know something is if you can teach it. It is not easy to teach someone something. You know it, but your brain's like, we don't have words for this. We don't actually remember what we did. It was just on autopilot.
I
So
will
you're trying to
say,
teach,
yeah.
you're like, and then
You don't
When that happens, I
really
guess I
know it
forget.
until you can teach it.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Well, you said
Rural
no. You said you do know it, but not quite. And I was saying
You can use it.
kind of. I think my contention
God,
is if
back
you
the
try
fuck
to,
up.
like if you use it long enough, you'll be able to teach it. But if you have it in that space where you can't teach it, you'll probably lose it if you stop using it pretty quickly. It's not quite muscle memory for you.
Use
yet.
it or lose it. Straight from Al's mouth.
Yes.
I'll also say that teaching something helps you learn it too, which is really nice.
By the
believe
way,
that.
I was gonna say, do you know that saying they have about riding a bicycle,
Using it or losing it.
right? How that you never
Yes.
forget. There's a good reason
Yeah,
they
the
don't
fish
have
needs a
that
bicycle.
saying about riding roller skates. It turns
so
out
much with you.
you do forget how to ride on roller skates, and I've just about healed up from my experience trying to ride on roller skates last weekend.
When did you put on?
I was at a birthday
I think
party
I've heard. Right.
for a
I'm trying to
child.
imagine
Yeah.
Al.
I had fun. It was
And
delightful.
You were a decent roller skater.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
We always did rollerblading and made fun of people who roller skated.
It's the
No,
same set
yes.
of skills.
It's a lot easier to rollerblade than it is to roller skate.
Oh, you think? It might
Yeah,
be.
like I tried it. Like it's just, I'm not exactly sure why it's so much easier, but it is something that
Because
whenever I
you
tried both of them.
can't, you don't have the mobility to like turn as easy in roller skates because it's four
Four freaking wheels.
it's four
Whoa, there
wheels that
horse-
are you know
Well, maybe I would have done
Side by
better if I was
side.
on rollerblades, because my most recent
probably.
experience.
Is this the creeper you were talking about?
Where,
I don't know. There's a hole when you come out of the.
yeah, that's the creeper that I thought was gonna kill me.
I hear a zombie, but there's not a zombie here. I can't figure out.
Ah, I hear a zombie, but there is not. Is that a palindrome?
No.
Oh.
But there. Oh, there he is. Hi, zombie.
No, he's so serious. No, it wasn't.
I mean, it wasn't.
Oh my god.
I liked how serious you said it. It was great.
Well, I returned it deadpan too.
Yeah.
That was
They're the
a
new Christopher Nolan movie's a palindrome, though.
race car.
Tenet.
Auto. Was it a bad I saw?
Oh, is that a palindrome? That's cool.
Is that a palindrome?
Yep.
My
Is it a
favorite one
palindrome?
is a Man Atlantic Canal, Panama.
What the fuck?
Yes.
It's not.
That's a palindrome.
I didn't make it up, so shouldn't be that impressed.
How dare you! Or was it a rat I saw? Also works. Or a cat. Was it a cat I saw?
Oh, is
They
the
all
C
work.
in the
Is
middle
that letters in the
where the
middle?
R would be?
Yep.
Okay.
Palindromes on this dirt
So
block.
I've been thinking about. Tony asked me if I could come up with a song to do on the last episode of the Nether, because apparently you guys did one for the dirt block.
We did?
Tony snuck one in. I guess he didn't sneak it. Al knew
Yeah,
because Al edited it.
I had like recorded me singing because it was subverting expectations, all Game of Thrones style.
Yes, we knew none of those phrases back then. There's I can't get him because I suck at the game, but there's a skeleton coming after you I was trying to kill. So what did you pick, Manic?
Well, I was thinking of doing a song, and I'm obsessed with her right now, and apparently she's huge, but Billie Eilish has a new song out on her new album that's a little bit sad,
I don't
but
see what her weight has to do with it.
What?
She's very skinny.
She's tiny. She's only 17 years old.
I don't know who that is.
She's popular right now. She's an artist, but she has a song called "When the Party's Over," and I thought that might be a good one.
Closing time?
So you're not gonna make up your own song?
Tony
I
did
didn't make
it.
up my own song.
Are you gonna play it on your ukulele?
No,
gonna send me the
I was
guitar
thinking of
chords
doing
to play?
the piano.
That was
Yes.
I actually
Or
asked
the
her
recorder.
to do that, to play it on the uke, or you play guitar too, right?
Not
You play all
well.
sorts of stuff, but
How
Neither
is
of them
like
well.
when is the point where you're like, I'm okay at guitar? Because YouTube knows that I'm practicing guitar now, and it recommends a lot of guitar stuff. But I mean, everybody on YouTube is amazing. There's a
Probably when you're able to teach it, right?
I guess, yeah, maybe so.
That's beyond okay. That's beyond okay.
yeah, or whatever. You can just hear a song once, then play it entirely through, like those pitch perfect assholes that are just showing off.
But that's I feel like that is more like music theory than.
Also true.
There's a dude who just records his gigs. He just has a GoPro taped to the end of his guitar. And he just, people yell out a song request, and the title of the videos are all when somebody requests, I don't know, Wonderwall, just to name a song. And,
anyway, here's Wonderwall.
but then,
Yeah,
he just busts out, he's in, these open-air things with, 10 people listening to him. And he busts out the most amazing, licks, and he's playing the piano and the drums at the same time. He does a loop thing with the drums, so he starts laying down a beat and then layers in some piano and some. I'm I can't even fathom this. There's no,
As much as
it's not even inspiring because I can't see the part where I would be able to do this one day.
Yeah, as much as I hate him with every fiber of my being, and I give him zero credit for anything that he's ever done, my ex-boyfriend was like that.
Yeah.
The one who sued me, yeah.
The one that's in multiple bands and everything. So it
Does he make YouTube videos?
I try.
Is Al watching? That's what I'm hoping for.
Does your ex-boyfriend look like, I don't know, I want to say one of the Beach Boys? He's got sort of a long-haired, not like long hair down his back, but his bangs are out of control.
Oh, Jesus
Is he Danish?
fucking Christ. No, sorry.
No, he's definitely American.
Well, Oliver seems American. You wouldn't know any better.
And Christ had the long hair, supposedly.
That's true.
It's not
Are
like
you on
that
fire?
kind of hair that you would see in one of the Jesus pictures.
Not like Beach Boys.
I don't know, man.
actively-
He's got bangs, is what I'm saying.
I
bangs are
actively
banging.
try to not know what he's doing nowadays. He has that awful freaking band description that I sent you guys. It was the worst thing in the entire world.
I didn't see this.
No.
I don't remember seeing this.
It's really
It was
stupid.
in Hangouts or something.
Everyone-
It was off hours though.
Every once in a while, the Google Assistant locks in on things a little bit too much. I've got this thing where it updates, and it's just oh, these are articles you'll like, and it's I Googled one actor one time, and I still get notifications occasionally about him. I can't even remember who it is. It's just some dumb actor. And someone told me to look up that Zooey Deschanel looks entirely different without bangs,
Yep.
and I was all right, I'll Google it. And
now
now
she's-
every time a celebrity gets bangs, I get a notification.
I have a
great.
You won't
suggestion for
believe
you.
whose bangs next.
I have a suggestion, Tony. There is a service that I use now. It's a plugin for Chrome that just randomly Googles things that might be on common Google lists just to throw Google off from being able to tell what you're searching for. That might be something you want to look into.
Maybe.
Interesting.
It's you won't algorithm me.
Sounds like
They
something
probably,
for
the
Reddit.
thing
This
is,
record is the Death
I feel
March.
like Google can still tell when it's really me. Because I've seen, it shows me in my history on my phone, why are my lights not lighting up? It's so irritating.
Ow!
Did you do the thing where you pick one up and put it back down?
Yeah, but I don't want to have to do it every time.
I thought you just have to do one.
In the area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
it's
annoying.
reset again, though.
Yeah, it has reset yet again.
Get your shit
Every time we
together,
leave the server,
Minecraft.
this is... Seriously. I told you what I got in response to my question, right?
No.
I think I
Nothing.
covered this last week.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
No, someone was like... I was like, how is no one talking about this bug? And someone's like, you mean this bug here that's at the top of this thread and over here on this thread? And I was like, yeah, okay. I didn't mean no one's literally talking about it. Apparently the bug has been out since February. We just happened to get hit by it now on this last update. And they're working on it. It's a known bug, that's it. And he was like, actually, you should really understand it takes a lot of hard work to make code and blah, 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 blah. So shut up. I don't need to be lectured by you.
you monster.
Takes a lot of hard work to make code. What does that even mean? Takes a lot of hard work to do a
They're
lot of
really
stuff.
hard.
If I drive over a
Yeah,
bridge
it's
and it
just like-
collapses, you don't get to come to me and say, well, it takes a lot of hard work to build a bridge, you know? You should just shut your mouth.
Well, go on the Minecraft subreddit and ask about this bug. And then you can yell at this guy with me.
Who's still awake
I
in
use
the
smooth
overworld?
stone.
I am.
Not me.
I'm looking.
Any
I don't
book
have
like
any
you
iron.
are-
I forgot to do my pre-mining mining.
I've got
Oh,
some
our-
iron on me
our
if you want to
cobble-
sleep so we can actually. Like,
I'll
get
go
to
into
day.
the nether because I don't have a bed in my house right here.
The cobblestone, our maker, our cool redstone cobble, like, it looks like smooth stone, but it's not. It's actually cobblestone.
Well,
Probably looks
smooth
smooth
stone
until you
breaks, into cobblestone.
Unless you have
it
a.
is
Looks into
weird that
smooth
it's
stone.
doing a mix though. Like I don't understand how it determines.
No one understands that.
Like
You know what? It's real hard to code, Joe. You just
I
understood.
didn't even say anything! And I have to find the exact quote.
it's daylight again.
Yay! Are you you around with some iron in the arena?
Yes.
All right, I'm running to the portal to get that from you.
I'm gonna pop.
I think
Oh,
I
man, we
had
got another
more of it,
whole
and
slew
when
of
I died
creepers.
last week, it goobered me up.
Nice round you guys were in there. What?
All right, where are you at?
I'm trying to kill some creepers in the arena. There, I'm coming up behind you. All right, have
Things take time to fix, especially when you rewrite the code that handles,
7.
stores, and renders lighting. Hopefully the update
Thank
that
you.
fixes it will be out next week. Just be patient and remember that people who are completely human work on the game.
What?
yes.
Were you like, goddamn motherfucker,
They didn't have actual
non-human?
creepers doing this?
I was like, how is no one talking about this bug? He said,
Tony, the arena's
Creepers
dying.
Yeah, I know. Like it's getting more pocked.
I don't have smooth.
the arena is dying.
I got hit by 2 creepers in a row. I didn't know what to do.
We're gonna have to have a repair session eventually.
Well, if we get a new thingy, too, maybe it's just time to let it...
I don't want to leave this map behind. That's not what I meant. People keep suggesting that.
People do keep
Sexting
suggesting
that?
that, Joe. It's so
I don't know
weird.
what
We just
type
need
of
to start over.
conversations you have, Joe, but...
Everyone, stop suggesting things. Real
That's,
people work on this code, and it's not easy.
that's when you suggest things while you're having sex.
Can you go a little bit to the
sexting.
left there?
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You might want to move a little bit closer to the center of the bed. Once we get going, it might
Yeah.
fall off.
Yeah. That way.
thinking more
That way,
like-
like.
Thanks for toning in that, Tony. That was great.
The awful... I don't even know
This is all
what to...
getting beeped.
Have I mentioned on the dirt block that my
I think so.
All this is getting beeped. This is not.
I'm pretty sure. Like.
We're on the Netherblock for starters.
Here's some good content for your next smut fanfiction. This...
Don't encourage that, Komet. That has happened.
What are you
I was talking
about?
about. Yeah. There's been some weird stuff that has happened with fanfic. Or I guess that's not even fanfic. That's
Like,
slash
is
fic.
there Human Echoes fanfiction? Because that would
That was
be...
fanfic.
Oh, it's fanfic, but whenever it's a sexual nature,
you
it
want?
switches to slash fic.
I think it's especially
no,
if
slash
it's
fic
dudes
is when two
and
things
dudes.
are combined.
Oh,
Yeah. I
what
thought
is
it was
what's the
smut
specific name for when it's dudes then? Isn't there a?
Yeah, there's lots... Oh,
What
no!
stuff?
Fuck!
Sword
Maybe
fighting?
that's slash fic too.
I don't know
all
what
right.
I'm doing. I'm bad at this.
No, you're right. You guys are right. Apparently, slash fiction
Tony would
is
know
when
this. I'm just saying.
same-sex fans make same-sex.
Wait, that didn't answer my question. Is there Human Echoes fan fiction?
I think everybody
There's
needs
some
to stop and
limited
acknowledge
stuff.
that I was right about gay erotica.
Yes, you win that round. I could have sworn it was when two different
Shit.
intellectual properties are combined in a sex thing.
No,
Now, the only
there's
reason I know
shipping.
that is, yeah, shipping is... But that's more like doing a relationship type thing, or like,
You know,
oh,
you can
these
ship
people
in
are
the same
go.
show.
Yeah. I realize that.
Like Holmes and Watson can be shipped into a slash fic.
Or like the one that really
And kind of
pisses
that's
people
really
off
like,
that didn't
who
turn
else
out
are you gonna
true.
do? Like Watson and Mycroft?
Yes.
It's just like two portly
that-
gentlemen really, when two fat
Seamus
guys
from
love each
Metroid,
other very
obviously.
much. I guess probably, I don't know how fat Watson is. He always sort of seems like he would be the more portly guy because he's not quite as much of a man of
Or you
action
go
as
to the
Holmes.
Guy Ritchie one, and it's like, what, Jude Law or something?
No, yeah, I'm just saying
yes.
like in your sort of mental picture. But he was a
I
war
never pictured him
veteran,
as...
so
Yeah.
that's probably not accurate.
I never pictured Watson as fat.
Okay.
Mycroft I
God,
could see. I think he's
fucking
described as
scared the
portly.
shit out of me. What is that noise?
I don't know, Command. When you're in the Nether, strange noises happen. That's
Like,
all I've
you
noticed.
hear it too, right? It's not just me? Like, when
I
you're
don't know.
editing?
What are you hearing?
I heard, like, a chiming.
That was
I've
just
not
you.
heard that, no.
But
I'll
you'll
let you know, I
listen
have
to
heard
the
some odd
recording.
stuff in the Nether. I'll tell you about it if I do, but like I'm not gonna lose my mind. It'll be okay.
No, so I was just in one. Oh my god! Fuck off! I was just in one of my like the menu, and I clicked out
Command, are
of
you
it.
fasting?
No, I'm not.
Who hasn't eaten in a while? Raise
These
your hand.
You need a
These-
Snickers?
these pigmen are all on my shit.
Yeah, I almost fired another arrow, but decided to be merciful.
Tony!
I was like
You
standing...
don't get to complain that the Netherblock's taking too long and cause pig
Oh,
wars every episode.
I refrained. I was standing over Comet as she had some pigment around her, and I didn't even knock the arrow as much as I wanted to.
But you did switch to your bow.
I don't think I did. I think I just
Okay.
stared at it longingly.
I feel like
Should we
only
explain the
attack
fasting
person.
comment for people who hadn't followed us on
yeah, that was something I
Factorio?
wanted to cover.
I tried to fast for
Most
7
people
days.
don't watch Factorio.
I was gonna fast for 7 days,
That's so weird.
and then I only made it 4. I started getting really dizzy.
That's so weird.
So, like,
was gonna say,
what
like-
does fasting pertain to you? Like, did you not eat anything? Did you just drink water? Did you drink like flavored water? Did you eat like nuts? I don't like. It's
I didn't eat
different
any.
for
I didn't
everyone.
have anything that had calories in it. I did end up
Other
eventually.
than coffee.
No, coffee
What?
doesn't have any calories.
It's about 5 calories a cup.
He didn't
No, it
actually
doesn't.
fast.
That's what it always says in MyFitnessPal.
That is not accurate.
You're just refusing because you had calories.
Coffee does not have calories in it.
This is not the coffee has calories discussion. This is the Albert was fasting discussion.
So
I think
what
that'd
were
be a
you
little more
hoping?
entertaining.
What were you hoping to gain from it?
I wanted to see if I could do it. I wanted to see what would happen.
Wait.
Very interesting. Okay. And what did you learn?
I learned that I get pretty weak when I haven't had food for 4 days. But
Shocking.
the hunger is not a thing, so that was something that I wanted to test out. Like, because I've done 1 day fast before, and you get pretty hungry if you haven't eaten. Like the first day you don't eat, but on the second day you don't eat. Like
let me in.
being hungry is not such a big deal. It's like, oh, okay, I can handle this.
Yeah, it just kind of turns into a. Did you detox
anyone-
pretty badly? Like, I know when I've tried to do fasting before, I wasn't eating very well, and that's why I was like, oh, I'll fast. But I was doing the master cleanse. Well, I guess it's a cleanse more so than a fast. But I started detoxing really badly from sugar or whatnot, and I got really sick.
I don't know what detoxing is. I don't eat poison generally.
Well, yeah, that's
I
why
mean,
I was
if you
asking,
do,
like, if you
your
eat,
liver's
like,
pretty good at
processed
that.
sugar, or I think it was, like, I was eating a lot of carbohydrates, like pastas and stuff like that, and soda, and so when your body doesn't have that, it's
I got a headache the
like,
first day. Is that
withdrawals.
detoxing?
Yeah. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, it's not.
How long did it last
Detoxing
for?
is complete bullshit.
I tend to agree
Yeah,
with
like
Tony.
those detox things are complete, absolute utteral
Well, yeah,
horseshit.
like the actual thing of it is, but like not the science of detoxing your body is not.
It is full-on bullshit.
Penny,
What?
come here.
Yeah,
You
like,
can-
what
when
toxins?
you're-
Tell me
Yeah,
what toxins
which
are you
toxins?
getting out?
I do.
Like-
I do.
Yeah,
like
what toxins? It's
caffeine.
full-on It's like absolutely people even think it's
Whoa.
stupid.
Dude.
And like this whole cleanse thing that's around is one of the most stupid things that's happened in time.
Holy shit.
I have
Like
to
seriously,
say,
I'm just gonna do a cleanse and I'm gonna feel better because I'm getting rid of these toxins. It's like, no, you're not. Your liver. Quit thinking that just because you had some essential oils and some tea, you're all of a sudden out. Idiots.
I'm
will
not
say-
talking about that type of cleanse, first of all. I'm talking about, like, not eating processed stuff type of thing.
what does processed mean? That's another
Like-
question that I had, because that came up on a lot of the blogs. There's a lot of woo-woo stuff on the fasting blogs out there that I wasn't really on board with.
It's like the difference between eating like raw vegetables and eating like
So literally
like
anything
candy
you've
and
ever
sugar.
Is processed?
No, raw vegetables is not processed. That's the point that I'm making.
If you
I
cook
would
them,
say,
they're not
like,
raw.
I would say that my definition of processed
Like-
is whenever you start adding synthetic ingredients to
Yeah.
something. Like,
Like the
I try to eat
Snicker-
mostly whole foods. Like although I do get some things that are kind of cheating with like aspartame and all that sort of stuff. But like as far as just having like a steak and some broccoli or something like that, that's better than like deep fried chicken tenders covered in bread with a side of fries.
Like even flour is super processed because it's bleached and like.
It's
and
also
actually
ground
have
down
bleach in
from
it,
the
though.
grain that it was originally in.
Right. But I'm talking more so of like the, because that's like ancient.
Oh,
like
so
not
things
in
they did
processing.
back in the day are okay, but not things we
Oh
do
my God,
today.
you guys
They
are being
did-
so-
The
okay,
people
I'm
who couldn't
finished with this
figure out how to
discussion.
invent computers were
None
doing
of
the bad
this is
thing.
none of this is accurate. Matt. This is fairly woo-woo, I believe.
Yeah.
If you stop eating like candy bars and stuff like that, your body is going to have an adverse reaction to it. Period.
I don't eat candy
Yeah,
bars.
who's
I'm
eating
not
nothing
saying
but
that
candy
you-
bars?
Oh my God. Okay, never mind.
I'm so
I
confused.
will agree that if you cut sugar out and things like that, that it's going to be
That's
better
what
for
I'm
you.
talking about. I'm not talking about the essential
You
oils.
lost me with the bleach
and
flour
the,
part.
I just whenever I
Like
hear people.
eggs aren't white. They don't come out
Who
of
cares?
Yes, they are.
They don't come out of the chicken like that. They come out brown and green and all these different colors. And
I mean,
for
that
whatever
really
reason,
depends on the
us
species.
I've
Like,
gotten
we-
white eggs from people who just had the chickens lay them in their
but
yards.
the supermarket, the stuff that you buy from the supermarket is 9 out of 10 times, I guarantee you, it's bleached to look like
They
that.
don't bleach
so it's
eggs!
more.
Yeah, you can-
You want to look that up? Do it.
I will definitely look that up.
All right, look that up. I just
bleaching.
looked it up also, and there are 4 calories in every cup of coffee. Not that it really matters. You have to have 50 calories to break a fast.
Okay.
White eggs come from hens with white feathers. They're not brown eggs bleached white.
Okay, so look up. I'm guessing that every hen farm that is from the grocery store, they only have white feathers for forever.
Yeah, like that's sort of just a breeding technique though, more than anything else.
I guarantee you
the
that
disturbing
most of
things
this
with
stuff-
chicken are like, if you look up what a natural chicken looks like and what we've bred them to be for like food, where the breasts are just massive, like that's a little bit weird. Like there's almost no meat on a normal chicken.
But that's not processed.
no.
That's not a
I'm just saying,
processed
we've done
piece of
some-
food.
No,
We've
that's
done
like,
some
what is that
interesting
considered
stuff.
a GMO? Is that
It's not
considered
GMO
it
if we
would
just
be-
bred them naturally to do that. Hens reproduce pretty
It's
quickly.
still considered GMO if you do it through natural means, though. Like
It is?
I also don't
What the
have a
fuck was
problem with
that?
GMO. Like
Yes, I also don't have a problem with GMO. Because
there-
it's things like natural breeding is also included in GMO.
I
We
think
wouldn't
there's
have
like a
corn
fine
at
line,
all if it
like-
wasn't for ancient
Right.
Yeah, I
GMO.
wouldn't.
And I think that's like where people like don't. They listen to one word and then that's all they listen to. But like, and I learned this when I started working
Zombies.
at Whole Foods, and they GMO
It's just
tomatoes to have a shinier skin, and they do it with some
To
sort of
survive transit too.
to
yeah,
do
they
some
also
sort
actually
of
do a thin layer of shellac on tomatoes, so that's a little
yeah.
weird.
So it's like stuff like
All apples
that
have
is more
wax.
so like that's a that's a not so good because there's no point in it. It doesn't.
Why?
It doesn't help anything out other than it makes it more appealing for the person to buy it. Same with the bleached eggs.
What was good about the tomato before they put the wax on it?
There was nothing wrong with it. I'm not
Apples are
saying.
Okay, the
That-
shellac.
No, the stuff. If you want to say that the stuff tastes better if it's more natural, I'll definitely agree with that. Like the processed. Oh, eat it, skeleton.
Macaroni
Yeah.
does not taste better with natural ingredients.
Also, like as far as
Box macaroni, when Kraft switched to all natural,
Okay.
like you definitely want to get the off-brand now because the Kraft stuff is nasty.
I would say pure. But the thing is, if you go back to like pure handmade from scratch, it's going to be better. And I will agree with that every time, even with tomatoes. But I don't think there's anything horribly wrong with eating tomatoes that have been. They bred a lot of the flavor
Also,
out to make
you
them
like
durable
if
for
you
shipping.
only have tomatoes that are from the garden, then you're only gonna have tomatoes every 2 months out of the year, maybe.
Yep.
So it's nice to have tomatoes other times, in my
Yes,
opinion.
but that was good.
And I will say with GMO wheat, it does, like the studies I've seen that actually show any sort of difference, people are a little bit more sensitive to modern GMO wheat because it's been bred to be a lot tougher. So it's
Tony.
yeah, I see it.
Who's
Unless I'm backing
who's
into one,
outside
too.
right now?
I am.
Me.
Okay,
We need to sleep after we kill this creeper.
I've
But
got.
you can
zombies
definitely
here.
make it so it's a little bit tougher for your body to digest because like it produces so much more. Holy shit! Right behind you.
I can't run
Versus,
fast. I can't run fast.
Versus the old school European like heirloom wheat. All right, let's go sleep.
Oh, it's Al.
Don't kill me.
Get him! That chicken's GMO'd. Ah!
Ow.
But yeah, the toxins thing I think pisses me off more whenever people are like, "Oh, I had a foot cleanse," and like all these black things came out. It's like, yeah, they put something in the water to make you think that.
There could be dirt on your foot.
No, like there's
Remember
literally
the person who runs Penny's dog daycare thing is a bit of a earther.
flat earth.
Flat
Grounder?
earther or grounder?
No,
Earthing.
grounder.
No, I think it is called earthing.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've heard grounding
Somebody-
before. Like Hannah's mom is into grounding.
I thought
Yeah,
she called
that's
it
the only way I know of it.
earthing.
But I saw someone with no shoes on walking around the city the other day when I went to pick up Penny.
Maybe they were a
I mentioned it
stoic.
to the guy. I don't know what they were. I didn't confront them, but I mentioned it to the owner of Penny's thing, and at first he was like, "Oh yeah, that's weird," but then he was like, "But you know, it's healthier like that." And I was just like, "I'm not getting into this conversation. Can I have my dog, please?"
If you're trying to develop like certain smaller muscle groups in your feet, and you're trying to like do it that way, it
I
could
think
probably
walking
be-
around without shoes, yeah, for the muscle, I could buy that, and I actually said that, and he's like, no. Like, you're healthier because you're grounded. And I was like, oh, I'm really not.
Oh,
Oh, area explosion!
I'm here on the block.
I hate how they cut through the block so thick.
Oh,
Get a bow!
Al, you're supposed to.
You
yeah.
you keep failing so bad with these creepers.
I backed up. I don't know what you want from me. I did the thing I was supposed to do.
Back up faster.
I can't.
That's fine. I have a solution. I got it. Don't worry. No, go back in there. Wait, Al, you dropped more. Al, get in there.
Did you want to
Go the
handle
other
it?
hole.
I would have
Al.
taken your help. Nobody helped.
Get in the hole. Al, get in the hole. There's another hole you made. Get in it. Over there. Go. No, it'll be
I don't
fine.
appreciate
Stay at
your
the bottom of the hole.
negativity.
Get in there. Go. Get in there. Get in there.
You doing all right?
Here's my
Corbett?
question I have.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Did anyone else make a product with Al while he was fasting?
I don't
No.
think so.
It was such a weird kind of it was such a weird version of Al. It was really interesting. I did two factorials with him, and it was like, wasn't bad. It wasn't bad by any means, but it was just a very different version of Al. He couldn't listen, which I know is everyone at all times in this company, but it was just such a weird lack of following what was going on, but then also like coming back around and asking things that we just covered like 5 seconds ago. Which again, I know sounds exactly like everyone else in this company, but
I
Even
think that's
more
more
so.
so
Was he
because
a-
nobody pays attention to what's going on, but not
yes,
because
I
of the
know.
brain power doesn't work.
But he also had so much energy. He was so frenetic and all over the place. It wasn't like it was so weird. It was a very different experience.
I'm interested to see the interesting part of the experiment is yet to come because I'm interested to see sort of how I feel as I get back into my normal like
Thanks, Joe.
calorie
like
calorie
one block.
intake. If I'm like higher energy or if I have anything different from how I was before. I feel like my appetite definitely feels less. Like I don't feel the urge to eat as much now that I've like sort of I guess had my.
Did you lose weight too?
Oh, I lost like 8 pounds.
But it's gonna. I guarantee you're gonna. It's not like a sustainable.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the long run losing weight. I'd be curious to know.
Well, I'm sure it can kickstart it if you like keep a decent
Most
diet
of it-
afterwards.
most
That
of-
fat
yeah.
had to be used.
Most of the time, like people will like bounce back really badly.
Like me after going
And-
off keto.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I don't feel the urge to eat a lot, as much as I did before I started. So I don't know if that'll
Actually,
continue.
Al and I did do a bad ideas while he was on it. I didn't notice a whole lot of difference.
Who was presenting?
We both had a presentation.
No, that was last week.
Oh, was it? I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
No,
guess
we
you're
just
right.
studied on.
I've been on a lot of drugs this week.
Tony, how are you fasting? Maybe you should.
I'm not in a fasted state right now.
Upton Sinclair
didn't-
says that.
Yeah, and he kept quoting Upton Sinclair because I guess the fasting book he read was from 1840 or whatever.
Like he was quoting Upton Sinclair at me too about preparing for his fast.
It was so weird.
That was the only book that I read.
Upton Sinclair and milk and stuff, and it was just like, what?
By the
Are
way,
you
that was.
fucking with me?
I don't want to.
I've been doing that for like 10 minutes.
Dude, stop.
I actually took a break because I got bored. I went to fuck with Tony for a bit. Then I came back and started messing with you.
I was refusing to acknowledge that
It was
you're
like
doing.
almost an entire stack.
There's about once a week where Komet is just done with us, and I think you guys are hearing it right now.
No, I'm so good.
I do want to say, if you haven't had any food for 4 days and then you drink a glass of milk, the thing that happens is about exactly what you would expect.
What, like explosive diarrhea?
Not explosive, but it's faster than you would think. It goes right through you. It's like less than an hour.
Are you back to like full meals yet?
Yeah. 4 days wasn't enough for me to be really way off. It was a little bit. I feel slightly crampy eating like regular right now.
So strange.
But if I'd have managed to go the full 7 days, I think I definitely would have had to really ease back into it. They recommend like yogurt to build up your probiotics and stuff in your gut.
By they, do you mean Upton Sinclair?
Who is
No,
this
this was
person
the
that you guys
woo-woo
are talking
blogs I was
about?
reading. They were talking about organics and.
Upton Sinclair wrote The Jungle, which is a very famous book exposing horrible practices in meat manufacturing in America in like 1812, or I don't know when it was exactly, but eons ago. Apparently, he also wrote a lot about fasting, and that was Albert's main source of info on fasting. It felt like in all the conversations
I watched
had
a
with him,
YouTube
she kept
video that
quoting
mentioned him,
Upton Sinclair.
and it was an open, like it was a free
Yeah,
ebook. I wasn't gonna pay money. I'm gonna stop eating food. I'm not gonna like pay somebody for it. Although apparently back in the day they had fasting clinics, so I guess you would pay to go there and not eat.
all of his fasting knowledge is from 1816. It's very weird.
I bet it still exists somewhere. It'd be nice if you
Hang
could
on, I
have
have to
gone
look
to a
up-
clinic. That would have been a lot easier than like living out your normal life and just not having food. Because the thing that made me decide to start eating was I
1914.
had to stand
here we
up,
go.
and I couldn't, like, without falling over again.
Well, I think that's when you're starting to get into. I was gonna say, like, there's no way you could do this and also fill out your fatherly duties. I don't think. Like, did you drive your kids anywhere during
Yes.
this? I would highly recommend it against that, especially past day 4.
I was
Like-
very floaty in my head. One of the times when I was
Yeah.
driving.
You've driven while impaired now. Congratulations, Albert.
Al's first drunk driving experience.
I drive better when I fast.
I don't drive better. I can tell you for a fact. I didn't drive worse, but it wasn't better. I didn't feel more alert.
Let's do weird things with my stairs.
I didn't.
No,
I also
you're
did
fucking
not
with
have
mine.
any hallucinations.
I've been working on this for forever.
I
Which
know.
is so
I
frustrating.
I
don't
think
care
if you
how
get past
we
the falling over part.
I don't care how we get it done. It's just like it threw off my mojo a tiny bit, but it's
Everything is by twos, so you go all up. Fuck.
There was
You
one
go
time.
up one all the way and then down. And
One
then,
of the
yeah.
one of the things I was hoping to like achieve was like some kind of weird altered mind experience. And I mean, like other than sort of feeling floaty, nothing really happened. But
He
the one
wanted to
time,
trip.
Yeah, Al's wanting to trip, but he doesn't want to take the drugs to get there.
well, I would say that taking the drugs is kind of lazy. If you could trip by fasting for 4 days, I think most people would rather take the drugs.
Yeah, but you can also get to the same state as what you would with fasting with like weird breathing techniques.
I might try that
You
next.
keep hyper oxygenating your brain. You should check that out.
I have definitely what is it? What's the word for it? Where you over oxygenate?
Hyperventilate.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
It's not hyper-oxygenation.
It's
Hypoxia is whenever it's a lack of it. Hyperventilating. is probably the
Hyperventilating,
word.
yes, I think.
I said that.
But on purpose. Like, I remember in high school I would do that. I would just, like, breathe, like, really deep for about a minute. Like,
Yeah, it's the Wim Hof style thing.
and,
Where you get all like
when you get done with
hypercharged
that,
up and weird.
you really feel good for a bit.
Matt, do you have a stack I could have?
Yeah, I have a shit ton.
Thank you.
Here, I took 3.
But I did see a face in the clouds that was pretty convincing, but it was in GTA.
I don't know, my friend, I don't know if I did this. I can't remember. There's this thing that you can do, and it's the same idea, and you put your head in between your legs. This is gonna sound awful. You put your head between your legs, and you like you're standing up, and you do that for a couple of minutes, and then you stand up really quickly, and it will put you in between like a pass out and a conscious state, and it will rock your fucking world, dude. Like, not you have to have a friend because you could fall over.
Yeah, that's why it's better to do the Wim Hof breathing for a little bit. Just like get really,
What you're actually doing
over-oxygenated.
is that you're not depriving yourself of oxygen. You're depriving your head of blood.
But that's where the
sounds awesome.
oxygen is.
Yeah, that's.
Right, but okay.
It's not like the blood is getting there without oxygen. The blood just isn't getting there regardless.
I
It's different.
always err on the side of like give too much oxygen than not enough.
I will try hyperventilating on purpose this week, and I'll report back next week.
What you need to do though is like as soon as you get to that point where you're starting to see stars and everything, then you hold your breath for like 2 minutes.
And put a plastic bag over it.
Yeah.
Don't forget the belt.
Yeah.
Yes. To the doorknob.
It's really fun if you touch yourself at the same time too.
Yeah. Rest in peace, David Carradine.
Oh,
We'll always miss you, Bill.
someone sign us out.
Thank you for watching
Oh no, I have
this
so many
very weird
stats.
episode. If you like this, you should subscribe to the channel so you can continue to seize this, so we can finish the
Seasons
Netherblock.
it.
Yeah.
Seize the day.
Season. Carpe.
You don't want to miss the end of the Netherblock. It's coming.
Autoerotic.
Carpe blocking.
And also, you'll be able to hear about what happened with my breathing method that I tried. If you want to hear that right now and you're not already a member, you should go over to patreon.com/humanechoes and become a member, where these are posted an entire week early for patrons. That's it. We'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You don't talk to the bull.
Hey there, need anything?
Vegeta swears.
Cowgita wears? Is that what you said?
No, but that's yes, that is what I said, Joe.
It is not.
Absolutely.
Cowgita wears.